Great Hera! As of today, September 4th, people are reporting that Wonder Woman domestically has surpassed both Iron Man 3 and Captain America Civil War at the box office. And that's huge. As of now, Wonder Woman has made $409.5 million domestically. This isn't talking about overseas, just domestically. And Iron Man 3 made 409, just a little bit below, and Captain America Civil War made 408. And Wonder Woman has now just surpassed both of them. And that's huge. This is a movie that most people didn't expect to do this well at all. I mean, in the beginning, there were reports that the movie would only make, projections that it would barely make 85 million in its opening weekend. It made 100 million opening weekend, and from there on has been doing great. Here in the States, it's been doing well overseas too, but not as well. It hasn't been as big of a phenomenon overseas as it has been in the US, which is strange. That would be another video to discuss that. It's still doing fine overseas, but just not compared to how well it's doing here. And that's a big deal. And it's interesting because director Patty Jenkins didn't think, she gave a recent interview as well right now saying that she didn't think the movie was going to be that well either. She thought that the reception was going to be mixed. And she gave a quote saying so. I'm going to read it. Multiple websites have reported on this as of now, but I found one on Screen Rant and they reprinted, her exact quote to the media. Here's what Jenkins said. "But I went into the release of the movie assuming it would be, in best case, a mixed bag. And I sort of braced myself for it, where I thought, well, listen, you're doing a beloved superhero. It's always going to end up being at least 40%. Oh, you could have done blah, 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 blah. So the support and positivity that the movie has received, and also just the people wanting to talk about what we wanted to talk about in the movie and not other things, has been stunning. And yeah, it has been stunning because before it came out, Wonder Woman people weren't sure about it. Some people thought it was going to fail. There are reports saying there are rumors that the production was horrible and that things were a mess behind the scenes. And I think that was BS. And that leads me into one of the reasons I think Patty Jenkins and other people were worried is because the DCEU is the subject of huge clickbait and rumors and all kinds of stuff, online hate. And so that's why I'm really happy that Wonder Woman knocked it out of the park, both financially and critically. It was just what DC needed and made a lot of haters, I think, shut up. And I hope they continue to do so. And I hope Justice League knocked it out of the park too. And I'm really happy about this for all around. I hope people at Warner Brothers and DC are busting out the champagne. I hope Gal Gadot is doing cartwheels every day. I just hope everybody is just having a good time and being very proud and optimistic now that they've done this. And I hope they have that morale going into Justice League and that they're going to knock Justice League out of the park too. And I think a lot of women, a lot of people of both genders saw Wonder Woman. A lot of men saw it too. But I think a lot of women saw Wonder Woman as a kind of revelatory or cathartic experience. I don't know if I'm using the right words, but a lot of women in the US complain that they don't always see themselves in action movies or in movies in general represented well as being both competent and tough and capable and feminine too. And I think a lot of them saw that in Wonder Woman. And they also like the Amazons too. There were multiple female characters in this movie who were positive and competent and confident, role models for women to look up to or see themselves reflected in. And I think that has led to a lot of repeat viewings and stuff. But again, I don't think Wonder Woman would be as successful as it was if it was just women watching it. I think a lot of men enjoyed it too because men just like everybody, both men and women, they just like good movies, good action movies. I don't think people care as much who stars in it. They do, but I still don't think that if someone stars in a movie who doesn't look like me or whatever, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to see it. I think most people are going to see it if the movie's good. And I just wanted to make this quick little video with this Wonder Woman update. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to watch more videos from me about DC movies and TV shows and comic books, please subscribe. Thank you for watching and have a nice day or night.